Hey, what's up, people? It's your girl TC Love. Woo! Finally, we here. Um, Pre-recorded show before 2018 hit airways. We ain't got long, but a couple of more days. If you're not down with my show, then you need to be down with it like Judy Brown, baby. Today's I'm going to be talking about toxic people, toxic relationships, red flags, and more. But the next time over, we're going to be talking about housing crisis. I haven't even got around to it, but make sure you check that one out. I'm going to start doing that video. Around Hold on, I had to get some Gatorade. It's electric lights. But I'm going to start doing that video no later than next week, because I got a few things I need to do before I do it. And we're going to be talking about the AIDS rate, the HIV rate. Ladies, do not deal with a dude or female, males too. I'm going to be coming back with that video, letting y'all know why you shouldn't be messing with people who are on drugs. I mean, not to say you shouldn't, but you should help. But if you can't help no more, then there's no need for you to be with that person. So I'll break that down. I'll do that video in next week. Alright. I probably done said 1,000 times before when I make my shows. I done said 1,000 times before. We need to stay away from toxic people. There are people that come in your life that will bring bad luck. And what I mean about bad luck, you're not going to see it until things start happening to you. And you're going to be like, so what's your point? My point is, and hear me out, y'all. I can only be real. I think I have said this over and over and over and over again. When you are having people around you who don't want shit, who don't want to do shit, who always have a negative impact, they don't want to get up and try to help you succeed. And every time you turn around, there's always something negative. There's nothing positive about them doing anything positive because they always got some shit going. Now, I said this before in one of my other videos, but I had another topic to the story that we were talking about. I was basically saying how you can't help everybody, and some people will drag you in the shit with them. Well, that's the same thing as having toxic people around you. You know, some people are so damn toxic till you just can't have them around you. To every time you try to do something with yourself, they'll bring you down, more down, more down, more down, more down, you know, and more down with them. And you're going to say, but you ain't making sense of what you're saying. Hear me out. I am making sense of what I'm saying. If you're dealing with somebody who's not trying to be on the same level as you, 9 times out of 10, you're going to go down with that person. It's either two things. Sometimes you have to cut people like that off to make them understand, you know, that you can't be dealing with no motherfucker that's toxic. Relationships can be toxic too. There are some relationships and that we get into that be bad for us. You know, I have came into a lot of little bad relationships way before I, you know, became to understand that I had to pull away from some of them relationships. And this is in the past before I was even dating or even, saying my, dating, and before I'm with the guy now. Man, I'm with now African. So my thing is, before he came into the picture, I was dating guys, and I know a lot of y'all probably say, well, she sound like a dude. No, I'm not a dude at all. I have kids. Moving on. I'm saying to you all, I dated some toxic dudes. My kids' dads, and I don't put too much of my shit out here, but I will say most of them was toxic. I was young, inexperienced, didn't know a damn thing, and I was dealing with them sorry ass baby daddy. And most of them was toxic for me because I was getting in these relationships and like, damn, the first relationship, we grew up together, blah, 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 and boom, the cheating striked. See, I'm going to tell you something. When you're in them toxic situations, you don't see it until the end. Because, see, the shit will blow up in your face. It will really blow up in your face. And a lot of y'all got to stop trying to feel sorry for these people because they ain't going to feel sorry for you. Let's just put it to you. And you wonder why every time you go to another relationship, you're going to bring those problems. I'm going to tell you something. We need to address this shit. When you go to another relationship and you're still dwelling on what happened in the past relationship, you're not going to be able to move forward because you're going to keep doing the same shit over and over and over and over again. Because you become the men that you dated. You become the men that you dated. And I think that's what happened to me one time. You can't drag the past into the future because everything you do is going to be toxic from that point on. You get where I'm coming from? You may say, oh, well, you're not making sense, but you are making sense. Hear me out. You may drag the new situation into a whole nother toxic situation because you can't master the fact that you didn't move on from the first situation. So now you're in another situation with this dude and everything is going wrong for you. Because I'm going to tell you something, some relationships curse the next relationship. You and him could be very spiritual aligned, but if you're bringing on toxic situation in it, you won't be able to make it. You won't be able to succeed in that relationship because every time you turn around, you're going to attract the same kind of guy. That was always my problem, attracting the wrong kinds of guys. And when you get pregnant by these dudes, you understand one thing, they're just getting you pregnant. That doesn't mean that they're going to stay with you because they get you pregnant. It's going to be the same fucking pattern over and over again. Hello. It's going to be the same fucking pattern over and over again. That's why I tell y'all all the time, ladies, whatever you do, I understand you like this dude. I understand if the nigga putting dick all in you and you listen here. The first relationship didn't act right. Here you coming into another relationship and you keep going through the same shit over and over. I think it's best for you to get out that relationship and stop being in these toxic situations because it'll hinder you. And once it hinder you, you ain't going to be able to move forward and have sanity and peace. Because now you all working on the first baby daddy, he gone. You on your second baby daddy. Then here come Mike, you getting pregnant by him. It don't mean you no hoe. It just means that you keep jumping in and out of relationships and getting pregnant. These things I know because it happened to me before. You keep getting in these relationships and these dudes keep getting you knocked up. And you wonder why you're so going through it. You're having withdrawals, you're getting stressed out, all of this shit. because you're putting yourselves in toxic situations. Same with you dudes. You go out there and try to get one baby mama and thinking that the other baby mother gonna be better than the first baby mother. But you might get something a little worse. These things I know. That's just like if you trying to go out there and be involved in social, be very social, out with the public, and you think you meet another good friend because the other friend 4 years ago dogged you out. This new friend come along, dog you out worse. See, life is a test, and we already know that life is really a test. And sometimes as a man and a female, we have to learn that certain shit just ain't gonna fly the way we want it to fly. And some people are gonna come in our life to either try to destroy it. You know what I'm saying? Hear me out. People come in our life for different reasons and different seasons. Because if a person come in your life and you understand that your life was all good before they came in, you had little problems coming in, but now you got major problem, a big problem, because you allowed that toxic individual to come into your life. You ever notice when this person come in your life or you ain't seen this person in years, they always trying to bring an extra baggage. Shit that you just don't need because these people are toxic. You know what I'm saying? And for you dudes, you figure, okay, the first kid's mom wasn't doing me right. Now here you working on your second or third. And every time you turn around, you're always getting some nothing ass broad because the first situation was bad. Or, hear me out, you dogged the first baby mama out and now look what's going on with you. You dogged that good woman out and now look what's going on with you. You can't seem to keep a woman to save your damn life. Some of you men, some of you women do the same thing as well as men. You had a good man and every time you turn around you run into a sorry motherfucker named Rob. I'm just saying, man, you can't keep getting in these toxic ass situations. It's just, it's to the point where you have to break barriers, man, and break the chain and say, look, man, I'm going to stop being around these toxic motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? It's just saying you take one step back and one step forward and you try to get out of the situation, but you keep putting yourself in one situation. I myself, these things I know because I used to be in these toxic situations. These toxic friendships and relationships don't mean you no motherfucking good. Because an enemy can treat you better than your friend. You got to understand the level of the situation is a good friend will hold you down to the day you die. Now, there could be friends that could turn against you. Remember, Peter denied Jesus 3 times. So, even way back when, motherfuckers will snake you out. You have to understand one thing about this situation is we're under a test. The Lord has given us tests, and we have to beat the obstacles. That's all it is. You cannot, and I repeat, stay in these toxic situations. Because what's going to happen is your spirit is not going to be always there. And then you wonder why when you're in these toxic situations, you're drinking more, you're smoking more, you're going through all kinds of problems, health scares, and everything. It just don't make no sense, man. But I'm going to leave that one on the note, man. I don't think I got much time. So I'm going to just come back with y'all. And I'm going to try to literally come back. And we're going to talk about more stuff. But remember, man, y'all got to stop being around so many toxic ass people, man. Some people just that come in your life, they just don't mean you no good, man. They bring all types of demons and sermons around you that you don't even need, man. And it's best you just not even be around them people, man. Do for you. Talk to y'all soon.